Catching up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by and catching us.
Someone's already here.
On an impromptu live.
Who's here?
So I say it is impromptu because the kids are unplanned out of the house.
All the kids are gone, and we chose to go live with you.
Yeah.
So who's here? You still haven't said. Who's here? Who's here?
So they are
3 people now. And 3 thumbs up. Man, you guys are 3 for 3.
100%. Oh, wait. Now, look. It says 3 people with 6 thumbs up. I know that's not possible. So, no. Hey, looks like...
Hey, at least people thumbs up before they left.
Lennon. Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Thomas is here. So, the kids are in different places right now. Mm-hmm. Ranger and Ransom went to a baseball game for their cousin Gregory. And Mazzy went to a class at church, and she went early to church. We're going to be leaving to go to church at about 6:50.
Yep.
So we're going to be dropping off of here by 6:50 to head to church.
Howdy, howdy. So many people saying hi. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Tell us where you're from and how the weather is there. We're from Oklahoma, and the weather keeps changing.
And it keeps changing, but today was a pleasant surprise. We had a little bit of a storm earlier, a little bit of rainfall, and I think it cooled it down and kept it a little cooler than it normally would be. So we're thankful for that.
Lisa says she can't wait to get a farm. Any advice?
Can't wait to get a farm. Any advice? Yes, lots of advice.
Just do it.
Go for it. So try to find farmland that is ready for what you want. So if you want animals, if it has some fences built for it, you're going to be way ahead if you can buy a farm ready for whatever you want. If it's a horse farm and it already has a barn with stalls, then you're way ahead to get something like that.
We got people from all over the place with all kinds of different weather. So glad everybody's here.
Anybody here from...
Yeah, lots of chickens. Yep. Gail, I will say an amen to that.
Where are we going? Anybody here from...
Estes Park.
Estes Park, Colorado?
That'd be random.
That would be random, but we're going to be going on our family vacation. So you saw Cassie and I on this channel. We went to Canada. Oh, Canada, eh? We went to Canada on our anniversary and spent a week about gone from the farm. But in about a week, we're going to be heading to Estes Park, Colorado for our family vacation.
Yes.
So,
with some stops along the way.
Yeah. So I've heard the temperatures there are in the 70s right now. So
how was Canada, Mike? It was great. Fantastic. I would go back.
Halifax was very nice.
I have to look down when they comments start going too fast up there.
Yes, Karen, we did get rid of a bunch of our cows. We got rid of our Angus cattle for the most part. And we just hauled blackberry and 2 Highland calves and 2 steer calves to our neighbors. So we did not get rid of them. I know some people were confused. They thought we were loading them and hauling them off, but they are close by. They're not gone.
Lynn said they had a nice cold front of 98 degrees in North Texas.
98 degrees is a cold front. And that's why we live above the border or state line of Texas and Oklahoma, because it gets hot down in Texas.
Yeah. So yeah, we did get rid of some of the cows, the Angus herd, and gonna focus on the Highlands for a little bit, except for Blackberry. We had to keep her.
And hopefully, if we find some Highlands this fall, is kind of the time I would like to purchase some more Highlands. So we are in the market for Highland cattle. I would just want to find the right ones, some with some color, maybe even some high park cattle. We'll see.
Yeah, so yes, we will be close to Denver, but our destination is Estes Park.
If you're in Denver, can you tell me, can you just walk up to Casa Bonita and like go inside and eat, or do you still have to get an invite only? Because
we've been trying. I need to repost that thing.
So I've been watching, and they said they're going to
open... Happy 33 years, Kelly.
Oh, happy anniversary. They're going to open up Casa Bonita at any point to where it's not invitation only. Mm-hmm. It's just regular come in and dine. But if you guys haven't been, or don't know what we're talking about, Casa Bonita is a Mexican restaurant that there was one in Tulsa, one in Denver, and I know there were some one in Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City was actually the original one.
I don't think that's right.
That's what it said on the internet.
Oh.
So we're gonna go through Denver, and we're hoping to be able to go into Casa Bonita and eat.
Yeah, we have heard Estes Park is beautiful. Our friends have gone there and we've seen amazing pictures, so we're excited to go. But yeah, Casa Bonita, we took the kids there when Mazzy was about 2 on our way to Cheyenne. Ransom wasn't born yet. And then it closed down. They've renovated it or restored it. It's back open and we're really hoping we can get in there.
I really want to go. It's on my bucket list, but the creators of a show called South Park that we don't watch really, but that's who created it. They bought Casa Bonita. It was really getting run down, and I think they spent like $3 or $4 million buying it, and then they remodeled it and spent like $12 million to remodel it. So we're excited to, if it's open, we're going to stop.
Yes.
Went for a youth conference to Estes Park. So while we're there, we do have tickets to a Chuck Wagon dinner. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a country western music show and a steak dinner.
Yummy.
Does it get any better than that?
We had that in Cheyenne, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it like banjo picking.
Is there anything for Mazzy to eat, or do we need to feed her beforehand?
We'll probably need to bring her some chicken. So that is. When are we coming to Ohio? We actually did we stop in Ohio on our last trip, our last road trip?
I don't remember.
I think we stopped in Ohio, but to get to like further north, we probably will go back.
You can't get a reservation unless we're missing something. You have to be invited. Like you have to sign up on their email. Then we shared memories from we were a kid and the one in Tulsa. There's different ways that you can get invited, and so far we haven't.
But now we're shamelessly reaching out to anybody that knows somebody that works there.
Someone said, "Are we going to go to the Stanley Hotel?" I don't know what that is.
So the Stanley Hotel is from Stephen King's book, maybe The Shining. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably not.
What book it is, but it's based off of that hotel at Estes Park. It's a Stephen King book.
Oh, it's in Estes Park? Mm-hmm. Is it supposed to be haunted?
Stanley Hotel, haunted, featured in The Shining. Thank you, Tina Mitchell. I got all my facts straight. They're all in order too, I think. Which is rare.
We have already went to Missouri as part of we went to the St. Louis Arch, but we go to Missouri often.
That's the thing. We'll be going through Missouri, probably through Ohio, when we go like to Michigan and just northeast areas in general. Minnesota. When we go up that way, we'll go back through.
So Jody says we need to go to Australia. We got to knock out these 50 states, and then we'll start going other places.
We're ready, Jody.
Yeah.
We just need to find the time. We'll be in Australia. Man, I would love to travel there. Although people are killing me on Facebook right now over the fact that all my cucumbers were ripe when I got home from vacation. I can't control that.
People keep saying, why don't you pickle them? Why don't you do it? Like, they don't taste good. They're like, blah.
Oh.
And
Anyway.
we'll grow more.
Yeah. Hey, Amy from Canada. We tried some Canadian cuisine while we were there.
When will you head east? When will you head east? Texas, Georgia, etc. That was last summer.
Yeah. So how did you like the, what was that? The French fries with cheese curds and gravy?
It was surprisingly good.
The Putin?
Yeah.
It was good.
Mike said he might be going to Sight and Sound in 2 weeks. We may be going there in 2 to 3 weeks to see Esther. So
Yeah. I think Esther's the only one showing right now. So.
It's a awesome play. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing Bible story, but they're doing a musical play type of it.
Hey, Ed, how are you tonight? And what was that last comment? Sorry,
Jealous about the lobster roll?
No. Have you been to Utah? So we actually planned to go to Utah after we went to the Estes Park, but after we started mapping it out, we were just going to have to be gone from the house for way too long. So we're going to have to do Utah at a different time. We want to get to our friends out there, Redmond. They
Yeah.
have a big salt mine, and we want to go tour it and hang out.
It was a plan until we looked, and then we're like, this is just going to be rushing. And we've done a few road trips of rushing, and we don't want to do that.
So instead, we're going to stay multiple days, like 3 or 4 nights in Estes Park, instead of trying to drive to more locations. So we're just going to try to take it easy, enjoy Colorado, enjoy the cool weather while we can, because it's hot in Oklahoma.
Karen said you can go out of Estes Park into the Rocky Mountain National Park, and there's lots of elk and deer.
Yes, can't wait. Also looking at reading.
So, Becky, are you the one that sent, it says, I hope you received the booklet I sent, I found in Ohio. Was that the all about Oklahoma, like the little thing about Oklahoma? We did, if that's it, we received it and thought it was really neat.
Somebody asked if you like lobster as good as crab legs, Cassie. I mean, crab legs or frog legs? Like, maybe it was frog
Crab
legs.
Oh, they're both really good.
I really like that lobster roll.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if you can like one more than the other. I mean, obviously lobster is mwah. So I just have crab legs way more often. Not that I have them often, but I have crab legs more than I have lobster.
Yeah, it's more accessible here.
Yes, Becky, thank you so much. We did feed our animals the overgrown veggies. Someone said our animals would love it, and we did. That's what we gave them to.
That's the good thing about anything that we do here on the farm with a garden. Like we've been harvesting some of our sweet corn, and we get to feed the shucks and stuff and the leftovers to the chickens. So that's great. Are we going to Alabama?
That is the plan. We have to see what happens with school and schedules and things.
Yeah. We definitely
yes.
want to go to Alabama.
Brandon knows that we found the hat. I did not know about the hat until I saw the movie or the video. I walked into the shop and I was like,
Found it.
Gary had no clue. He was working outside and hadn't seen the video yet.
I don't even look. I don't pay attention to nothing around me. I just don't.
If it was a snake, it would have bit us.
Yeah.
But it was up. Like you could see, we couldn't reach it.
Yeah.
Did you have any deep fried clam strips on your trip?
No deep fried clam strips.
We have been to Kentucky. We went to the Ark Encounter last summer. It was amazing.
It was awesome. Good old Kentucky. It reminds me of home.
Howdy, Lori, LG Homestead. Sorry, I'm reading.
Oh, you're fine. So today we went and picked up our beef. You guys will see that in a video on catching up with the walkers in a couple days. 518, and we have a lot of meat. I said a year's supply probably.
Yeah.
I think around 400 pounds, 400 pounds of meat.
Candace, I know. Candace says that they're taking their camper and going to South Dakota in September. We need a camper.
I hope you enjoy that.
Need a camper.
Hope you enjoy that, Candace. When do you want to rent one, Cassie? September? We can go rent one.
Storm rolling into central Illinois up to 80 miles per hour winds again. People just got their power back. Man, that's not good. We'll be praying for them. I do not still have quail. Our friend Derek over at Stoked Living, he has our quail.
So I know one time somebody said, Cassie just looks at her phone the entire time that she's on the live.
Well, how much does her read y'all's comments?
Well, that's why I'm pointing out right now. She's reading your comments. I'm looking at the phone and reading comments, and Cassie's looking at
Would you please tell
her
Vince
phone.
Congratulations on his marriage? Well, Vince, I don't know who you are, but congratulations on your marriage.
They're not talking about Vinny, are they? Vinny didn't get married.
It says Vince. It doesn't say Vincent.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So Cheryl has a friend who rents a camper. He's in the OKC area. See, Cheryl, that is my strategy. I told Cassie, anytime she wants to go in a camper, just let me know about 2 weeks out. And
Hey, Stanley family.
I will rent her a camper, and because we'll see how often we can use it before we buy one. So try before you buy. That's what I like to say.
Stanley family, we got Ransom's mail. Thank you very much. Has Missy shed any hair? She looks like she's going to keep her long winter coat year round.
Missy, She has shed some, but she just hasn't shed like May May. I don't know why. Maybe her mama was a different, you know, breed of not breed, but like different genes, and some of them shed more than others.
Yeah. I think I remember you coming through Louisiana, but did you stay for a while or did you just pass through?
We just passed through Louisiana. We did get boiled peanuts. We didn't really get to stay very long, did we? We had a meal there maybe.
I meant to ask people coming from that direction to bring me boiled peanuts at the expo. Would have they been good or real soggy?
No, they would have been real soggy. They're soggy anyway. But
Brent Dutch's RV.
yeah, Dutch said he is done with the RV after he's done with the RV too.
Do you like to fish and hunt? Absolutely, we love to fish and hunt.
I'm telling you, I think Cassie you haven't talked
Hey,
about
Anita.
how renting would go. We rented an RV in Alaska. That was fun. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, but I need to be able to be like, hey, I want to go there tomorrow. You can't you got to plan ahead. When it's like getting a haircut. I don't make haircuts 6 weeks out. I just start
Cassie goes
driving
by
to people, and I walk in and I say, do you have time to cut my hair? And they say no. I said, okay. Then I go to the next one. People, when I'm ready to do something, I'm ready to do it.
Cassie went to Supercuts.
No, that was Walmart that did so bad.
Thank you.
My friend had to fix that. I ended up with my hair like this short.
Thank you, Sarah. We appreciate that. She said loves our testimonies and our family.
Thank you. I'm not being rude looking at my phone. I'm reading the comments.
Connecticut. So I haven't even thought about Connecticut. I don't know what there is to do there, but we will be there one day.
It looked like the kids had fun at Dollar Tree. Absolutely, they did. Has Missy been dewormed recently? Sometimes parasites will cause an animal to not shed out.
Yes. I don't know if you guys remember, but at about the 6-month mark, I took her. She had a CV9. I don't remember what the exact is, but she was wormed. She was black-legged. She was given every shot for everything that our vet recommends. And at that point, she's good to go until an annual worming. So,
Lori, that's why we're
she
friends.
was dewormed.
Lori said when she's ready, she's ready.
That's great. They'll rent them to you almost anytime.
I think she's probably talking about a haircut.
Oh, haircut.
Silent Walmart is where a good one. Prior Walmart is where they messed up my hair. Silent Walmart, there used to be this young girl that I need to get a perm again. I haven't got one in a long time, but it makes it easier to fix my hair.
A permanent?
She did really good on them. And most people complain when they have to give someone a perm, and she didn't. I don't know if she's still there, but that's when we lived in the Rose Leach area, and I was closer to Siloam.
So Mike went bow hunting last year and got a 9-point buck. Well, we got good news. Cassie got her first buck on this place with a bow, and they're waiting on getting the what's that called? European mount?
Yeah.
Back. So as soon as we get that back, we'll share that with you guys. And I have another mount coming back I'm excited about that you guys don't know about, but I'm going to share it with you when we get it back.
Susan will be praying about your hip surgery and all that goes well. Candy's Life is from Maine and says I can come and hunt there for a different scenery. Oh, that would be cool.
Susan Pierce, how hard is it to barter for a living? How good are you at bartering? I know some people
Monty, it is hotter than a firecracker.
that trade for their living all the time, and they're really good at it, and they do all right.
Cheryl thought about us because she was visiting her parents and drove by the dinosaur park in Kansas.
Deer hunting season starts October 1st.
Susan?
Bow hunting.
Gary's cousins and his family are really good at bartering for a living. That's all they do.
Yes, I have family members that you will always, growing up, my great uncle always had stock racks on his truck, and no matter which direction he was going, there was always something in the back of those stock racks on the back of his pickup. It may be a bull, it may be a horse, it may be a goat, it may be a cow, it may be a sheep, but he was always buying, trading, selling, and he made a good living doing it.
Jill needs to know on a rate of from 1 to 5, how do you rate your Nova Scotia cruise?
Oh, on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the best. All right, come on now. 5, I like 10. I rate
Charlene and I agree.
I rate it as a 4.2. Cassie?
There's bow season starts in October and runs through January, and then rifle and black powders mixed in there.
How do you rate this?
Okay, so
Now-
I would give the cruise like 4.5. I mean 5. I don't know if it was perfect, but close to it. Here's the thing though. This is pointing more towards you.
Bye, Ed.
Oh, see you, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. Here's the thing. It was completely different than the other cruises we've been on.
Yeah, I've never eaten kangaroo. Yeah.
No. But, so, there was a lot less, like, 20 to 30-year-old age group. Good or bad. But, so, I would say probably that age group, this cruise wasn't really for them. Because on our Eastern Caribbean and our Western Caribbean, we went on both. A lot younger kids. A lot more stuff going out on the decks, like deck parties, dance parties, movies out on the deck, which the weather was different as well. But there was a lot more families, older people, like our age and older, and then families, which we prefer. So it was two different things. Our other cruises were good, but I like that this one wasn't quite so loud, like all the people, all the things, all the dancing on the decks, when you went out on the deck, people were just out there enjoying themselves, or the kids were playing in the pool. There wasn't constantly things going on, which it depends on what you want.
It wasn't a constant party.
Yeah. So those were Carnival cruises. This one was a Royal Caribbean cruise. So I love the cruise, but it depends on what you're looking for.
I said 4.2 because 2 reasons.
The coffee was terrible?
One, no, the coffee was terrible last time too. One, the boat was at capacity. So it was 100% booked, which means
Donna, that's awesome. You're going bow hunting.
that it was just full as it could be. So like I would think that if you get one not at capacity, then there'd be a little less like busyness, like less people. But number 2, it only had one stop, and that was Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And so if it would have had one more stop, I think it would have made it a little better on my list.
Yeah, those other ones, there was more stops, so that was neat. You got to see more countryside and stuff.
Started with a tent, moved up to a pop-up camper, then to a holiday rambler. See, they're working their way up.
Rapid City, South Dakota is a great place to camp with kids. The Badlands is a wonderful place to visit while there. You can see bison, mountain goats, elk, prairie dogs, and owls.
Yeah, Ruth, I've heard Princess Cruises are great for kind of a less hectic vacation. Yes, the shopping mall was crazy, Candy's life.
I'm behind on comments.
We had a great 4th of July. I don't know if you saw, I think I posted it in YouTube stories.
Oh.
We had a fish fry yesterday.
Back home again, I forgot about those. Gary and I had talked about that early on in marriage, and then I forgot about them. That she's wanting to do a K-Love cruise, the Christian radio station cruise.
Where you have Christian entertainment and stuff. That would be awesome. That'd be like Christian comedians and Christian, that would be really a good fun
So if we
cruise.
didn't go on a Disney cruise with the kids, that would be a good option.
Yeah, it would. How were the beds? Average.
Yeah.
Very average. Don't expect anything special.
They were better than some hotels I've been in, but they weren't great.
Yeah, don't expect any great bed when you're going on any ship that sleeps like 4,000 people.
But my back didn't kill me like some places. So.
And there are cruise people, and I say cruise people, meaning they go on a cruise every year for vacation, and that's not us. We're like once every 5 to 7 years. Obviously, this year, our 15th wedding anniversary was a special occasion, so that's why we chose a cruise.
Amy's doing a princess cruise in January with her parents, going to Antarctica for 16 days. Awesome.
Hey, Wild Huckleberry.
Hey guys, how are you?
So an update for the Wild Huckleberry on the eggs, Cassie. Bad news.
Yeah.
We have bad news. Our power went off
Several times.
multiple times, but it was off for over 12 hours.
Well, yeah, so 2 or 3 times it went off in the middle of the night, and I didn't know till I woke up the next morning, and then you see all your clocks messed up. So then I wasn't sure how long it had been off. Then when we got the really bad storms and we didn't have electric for a while, we were supposed to leave the next day for our cruise. We had 7 trees down on a bunch of fences. We hurried up and got outside trying to clean that up. And then I was like, oh shoot, the incubator. So bummer, but thank you so much for thinking of me and giving me those eggs. I'm so sorry they didn't turn out, but maybe we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, and we also did get the kids got 20 chicks, right? Or 40?
They're
20 chicks for a 4-H project. So we have a lot of chicks right now. So luckily those came in just about the time those other ones would have hatched.
Karen will be praying for Matthew. We saw the Statue of Liberty on our tour of Manhattan.
Yeah, our cruise ship did go by it. If we
Oh,
would have
we
been,
weren't out there
if
yet?
we would have been up on the deck, we went right by it. So I knew once it started moving, there was something I needed to do to go up on deck, but we missed it.
Were the buffets on the cruise open all day, as often as you want? They would need to roll me out of the boat in that case.
Pretty much.
Like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and then closes like at 11. Opens back up at 11:30 because they switch from
Breakfast to lunch.
Yeah, and then closes close to dinner, and then it opens back up so they can switch them over.
Yeah, so it's pretty much open.
But then pizza's in a different spot. Pizza's all day until like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. Ice cream is during the day all day.
I think
And
there was
then
a place
each
where
night
you
you
could get
have
burgers.
your fancy meals.
Oh, that was at the buffet, wasn't it? The burgers.
Yeah.
But now we're trying to lose some of that cruise overindulgence.
Is the Highland artwork hanging behind you fabric or paint? Well, one of you guys sent this to us from Amazon. Feels like fabric.
It's
I don't feel the paint.
I think it's like a canvas.
Well, it is a canvas, but
I think maybe a printed canvas. I don't know how that works.
I don't feel paint when I do this.
Yeah, it's not just paint. I think it's like a printed canvas. Yeah, freedom to design. It's definitely a challenge because you want to get your money's worth when you go in there. Mm-hmm. So
Disney is expensive. We went for 4 weeks and it was cheaper than 5 days on Disney. So we don't really care to go to the parks and walk around and sweat and sit in line for 3 hours to ride a ride. So we're thinking a cruise is much better.
the Disney parks, and our kids aren't real big on rides anyway.
Yeah.
They like the experience. Trust me, just like any other kid. But they're not huge on, I want to ride Splash Mountain or this
And
or
our
that.
kids aren't huge on all the characters either. They've never really gotten in. Like Mazzy loves Frozen, and the boys do too. And there's different things, but like nobody's like, Someone asked if we could tell them how long we spend on chores, morning and evening.
How long do we spend on chores? That's really like open-ended question because it changes a lot. Like if we have to feed hay in the wintertime, you have to add 20 to 30 minutes of picking up hay, taking it out to the pasture, rolling it out.
But we do more chores in the evening than in the mornings.
Yeah. So, and then when I worked a full-time job all the time, I definitely had to do chores in the evening after dark a lot. So this is going to be new to me this year, but I would say conservatively an hour to an hour and a half total, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Without projects. That's
Kitty
just regular
says,
chores.
when do the kids go back to school here in Northwest Mississippi? It starts middle of July and goes to going to go all year.
Oh, can we start all year here in Oklahoma?
We
Anybody out there?
go mid-August, but then get lots of times off.
Yeah, they go August till May here, like May 20th.
At buffets, I consider all you can eat to be a challenge, not an offer.
Is that freedom design?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome whenever you can go and get all you want.
The cap you found last week, did it have OSU on it? And are you going to find a way to prank Brandon back?
Oh, there's going to be a way to prank Brandon back. And Brandon doesn't realize this, but paybacks are usually 10 times worse. So
Praying for your lung issues, Sherry.
I don't know if I can get like a full dump truck load of OU bouncy balls delivered to his house or something like that. Well, what do you think, Cass? We'll come up with something good.
I already got ideas.
Yeah, Brandon, he just doesn't know what he's messing with when he messes with us.
A Disney cruise could be how you knock Hawaii off of the 50 state list. Does it go to Hawaii?
There are cruises that go to Hawaii, yes. That's inexpensive. So Hawaii is expensive in general. So
How far have we gotten on our goal of 50 states?
we'll look into that. You know, I think we're at like 23. I think we're like almost halfway. But I would have to double check our list. I'm bad. I've got a whole map where we fill in the little states with stickers as we go.
When did each of you get saved? I got saved when I was 12.
When I was a child. I'm going to say, I'll have to go look it up now. Probably around 8 years old.
And I'm caught up.
Oh, look at Cassie. She's all cut up. So, speaking of being saved, we are going to go to church at 6:50. We're going to drop off of here. So we've got about 20 more minutes, but we really do miss catching up with you guys live. But whenever all the kids are here and people are going different places and people are coming and going, it's just really hectic to get in here and jump on here.
I got to get off by 6:40.
Oh, 6:40.
I can't wear a hat to church.
Cassie's got 10 minutes. Sorry. I was giving you guys 20, and Cassie's cutting it short. And compromising him 15.
Brandon has bad gallbladder. I'll have to check in on him.
Wait till Brandon has held. Well, speaking of Brandon, I've got his, whenever he had the YouTube meetup, Southern Oklahoma, got his shirt on from that.
50 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney at the moment.
59 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney. Is it winter there?
Did Brandon have surgery? I mean, I text him all the time, but I'm really behind on videos, and usually when they go live, I'm like, so I'm really behind. So did Brandon have surgery? Someone said he has gallbladder issues, and then someone said wait till he heals. Well, we're not going to hurt him. We're just going to prank him.
Well, we'll try not to hurt him. No promises, but it's going to involve OU one way or the other because he come at us
Ooh.
with that OSU stuff.
I'll find out when his surgery is, and we'll send him OU balloons.
Oh yeah, some OU flowers. He needs surgery but can't get in till September. Okay. And hey, Cat G from North Carolina. Oh wait, is that California? North California. That is somewhere we need to go. I want to go to Northern California and see the redwoods and just all the beautiful scenery up there in Northern California. Southern California?
Dang. If we go to Rhode Island, we need to go to Nordic Lodge Buffet Steaks, Prime Rib. Oh, they deleted it. It said steaks, prime rib, crab. So.
Where's that at?
Did I say Rhode Island?
They deleted it?
There was some typos. They're probably fixing it.
We're patiently awaiting your comment to come back. San Diego is a beautiful part of Southern California. So that might be an option of flying into Southern California, San Diego, and going to the zoo.
Praying, Jessica. So sorry to hear that.
And a few places. I've been there on
Gary
work.
went there for work and kept FaceTiming me and telling me how amazing it was, and he hasn't taken me yet.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, I was already there. I don't want to go twice.
Hello, Tammy. Glad you're here. Temperature is 73.
So, since we are going to Estes Park in like a week or so, is there anything that we haven't mentioned that we need to be doing?
Yep.
I know we want to do hiking. We're staying at kind of a resort place where the kids are going to have fun with mini golf and a swimming pool and a bounce on thing and the normal stuff. But is there
must-dos? I don't want to waste my time with other things.
Is there a must-do thing that we haven't talked about?
Yeah. Well, whoever talked about that all-you-can-eat place, please tell me.
Oceanside?
Lori's trying to get those thumbs up for us. Come on, people.
Oh, it started as pneumonia and got worse. It does get bad when it starts as pneumonia and gets worse.
Okay.
Nordic Lodge, 2-hour limit. Was that it? Nordic Lodge?
Yeah. But was that in Rhode Island? I don't remember where it was.
Oh, wait. So they give you...
Thank you, Stanley family.
Thanks, Stanley. They give you a 2-hour limit, so you can only eat... I'd be dragging Cassie out of there at 2:05. They'd say, like, take her away. She's done. She's finished. That's what they'd say.
I love you, too. Pat, was it in Rhode Island? Where'd you say it was?
Like I said, Rhode Island. Highway 1 along the coast. So, lots of prayer requests tonight. I know we have a lot of great subscribers that always read through the prayer request and respond to people to let them know that A, you're not alone. Mm-hmm. B, other people are praying for you. And sometimes that means the world when somebody needs something. To know that other people are joining them in prayer.
All right. Well, if you have any more questions, put them down below because we're going to be wrapping up. Might be one of our shortest YouTube lives.
Catching up with the walkers. What else were we catching up on? Anything else new? Exciting?
We sold some goats.
We did sell goats to...
which that was on Catching Up with the Walkers.
Yeah, that was on Catching Up with the Walkers. So you guys saw that, but we are selling more goats. We are selling all the kids this year. We don't want to have to keep any...
He said that out loud, and Mazzy goes, don't sell me.
Yeah, Mazzy was like, ah. But we're selling all the kids because we don't want to have a separate pen to wean them in. And we really don't want to grow the goat herd because somebody has started their own sheep herd to go along with the goats. And we are growing that herd currently. So
Freedom Designs asked if Sue is staying in the barn now.
Yes, Sue has claimed the barn. She stays
Good night.
out there right next to it, and that's where we feed her at. And she's doing awesome out in the barn.
If you take the Amtrak train, you can get 3 states in one trip, LA to Seattle.
Oh. Is that like a glamorous train, or is that like a watch kids
JoJo's doing great
kind of train? Like, I just want to know.
No, the baby dolls are still separated from their moms. We're going to wait until we leave on vacation before we put them back together. Give moms time to dry up more and hopefully them forget about each other.
Yeah, they've been apart for about 5 or 6 weeks now. So, Susan says Amtrak is just like flying through on the ground. So, there are some leisure trains in Colorado, Cassie, that we can book if you want to go do a train ride. And the ones in Colorado, like Durango and different places,
Elaine will be praying.
They're really scenic, so you get to see a lot. I want goats so bad. I just don't know where to find. If you want goats, you better get a good fence. That's my advice on goats.
We still have Mr. Jingles, yes.
Yeah. Mr. Jingles he has got the cat attitude if I've ever seen it. That cat has got the attitude.
He doesn't act like he wants to eat my soul anymore, though.
No, he's actually nicer than he used to be, but he just has that cat attitude where he just looks at you like, I'm better than you. I sit on top of this car and I'm better than you. That's all he does. He just sits there and looks at you. That's what cats do, they know.
Accurate.
They run the world. We're just here to feed them and take them to the vet every once in a while.
Yep. Lori, how's the baby chicks? They getting big? Yeah, prices in the fence and feed.
Yeah, the goats are cheap. By the time you pay for all the fencing, you will probably have a second mortgage on your house.
Everything's pricey, Angie.
Yes, that is a cat's independence, Elaine. They are.
Have you been looking for a black-faced baby doll ram? Well, the black faces are called Val Diaz or something. Val something. So the black nose.
Blackhead?
Black nose. This is the nose.
Oh, black nose.
Those aren't baby dolls. And I've kind of talked myself out of it because you have to shear them twice a year, not just once a year. So.
Yeah, the sheep that don't have to shear at all, those are the blackheads, and they look.
Dogs have owners, cats have servants. Mm-hmm. Oh, is that what they're? Have you been looking for black face?
Oh, somebody said to rent you a really nice camper. That's what I plan on. When you rent, you can get the nicest of all the campers.
Sorry to hear that, Penny. We'll be praying.
Most of them are like new.
Yes, Kelly. Valais. See, I don't know how to say it. Valais.
Valets. I think they're like a French. We're probably saying it. We're
They're from
butchering it.
Canada.
We're butchering it either way. So.
All right. Well, Lori said she had one died, and the other 3 are good. I had 2 of the ones that's got the hair sticking up. They died while Gary and I were gone. But I still got 2 of them. I think I might have a rooster and a hen.
Royal Gorge does have a scenic train ride. We haven't taken that, but we do like us some Royal Gorge. We've been there a couple times. Or once. Did you go there once or twice?
Oh, Freedom Design's cracking me up. Once. You've been more than me.
I've been a lot of times to Royal Gorge. That was always on our Colorado stop as a kid on vacation with my grandparents and had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, they said Chad's live at 4:40. Must be 6:40 in our time zone because it already passed 4:40. So
yeah.
It's 6:39. So how about we do this? You guys go over to Chad at Adler Farms and just flood the chat and say
The Walker said
say
hi.
We came from Walker Farm Fam. Walker Farm Fam says hi. Cassie wants your pig. I don't know. Just say all the things. Go over there right now. I'm gonna go look in the chat and make sure you guys did it. So
yeah, we're gonna head to church. So we thank you guys for taking time out of your day to spend a little bit of time with us, catching up. We hope you have a great day and God bless.
Love you guys.